and welcome back to another episode of Blake Builds. And with under a month to go, it's hammer to the metal or foot to the floor. We've got to get our logistics operation out of our neighbouring warehouse and into building one because I've overstayed my welcome in our old building. There is a never-ending list of things to do, and there's some stuff we've not even started before we can move in. In this multifaceted episode, we have electrics, containment, trenching, and a flooring update, and even a visit from our lightning engineer. We've got it all, but first we hear from Ben, who can hardly contain himself. See what I did there?
We've got like 5 kilometres of tray to put up. Across there, down there, and then down to all the boards down there. And then we'll come up here, across here, down to the doors. And we've got 3 different sizes, 300, 150 and 250 mils for all the different types of cable. You know, these 4 trays go all the way up there, past Aaron, right to the end. And then halfway we'll come down to those doors, and then right at the end we'll come down to another distribution board that Ollie's fitting over there. But it's quite a long process. We've put all these brackets in here, all these brackets, you see these G-clamps, down to the uni strut, and then we've screwed those and bolted those on. We've levelled all this out, straightened it up, so now we can put all these trays, lay them all across and bolt them all together. It's like a giant Meccano set.
Look at all this that we've done.
Looks awesome.
Cool, isn't it? So we've got the MCCB panel and the power panel and the lighting panel, metering, and then just here we're going to have some other little bits like fire alarm, and we're going to have a building automation panel there. And then over here is what I've just been fitting. This is a big 315 amp switch fuse. You'll have seen National Grid fitting this. This is what they'd call their cutout. And then they have a cable coming in, they have a load of fuses in here, and then it splits out into your 3 lives, your neutral and your earth. And then E.ON come and fit their meter, big 3-phase meter, and it goes just there. And inside there's a load of connections. And there's this sort of foam bit at the top here, which we can come out of with the cable. Some more 225mm trunking. And this is a flat 90. So you get different types of 90-degree bends. That's an internal 90. Internal, and you get an external 90 as well. And then this is a flat 90. So if the trunking was to run that way, it runs flat. So what I'm doing here is I've mounted this switch fuse. And you need a switch fuse when you have, so the cable that comes between the meter and your first point of connection, if you like, so a distribution board, they are called tails, often called meter tails. And if they're longer than 3 meters, then they need a switch fuse usually. I anticipated that these would be longer than 3 meters. Looking at it, might have just got away with it, like 1, 2, 3 might have just about got there, but no point in risking it. And I didn't want to measure it all out or anything. I thought this would be the better way of doing it anyway. You need to put a main isolator in to isolate the whole circuit anyway. You know, if we ever want to work on the incoming side of this panel, we can do that now. Particularly in trunking, anything where there's a sharp edge, you have to file it down, and we put this what's called grommet strip on. And grommet is just like a rubber, a little bit of rubber that you put in between a hole. It's like an interface between two bits of metal, usually plastic or rubber, and it stops cables fraying or scuffing when you're pulling them through.
Where's your Wallace strip then?
That is fantastic. That's brilliant. Keep that in. That's so good. Did you just come up with that off the top of your head? That is fantastic. I love that. I'm going to use that and take it for my own.
Oh. That's so cool. That's like the switch that everyone wants to turn, but is usually not allowed.
Kind of. It's the switch that you do all your dead testing, and I've done all the cable calculations, and I've spec'd everything. I've spec'd all the fuse sizes, and I've spec'd all of the MCCB sizes, and I've spec'd all of the RCBOs and the MCBs and all the panels and that. And all the tests will all be fine and it'll all test correctly. And in theory, everything's absolutely perfectly fine. But there is still a really scary moment when you turn that on, because you're like, I'm placing all of my bets on me being right and not ending up like a Wile E. Coyote, like Looney Tunes character. That will turn that switch, and that will break the circuit so that basically there's no juice coming through here, so it'll make it safe to tag on down here, sort of thing.
Right.
So that energises the circuit, which then the power will pass through the fuse, and then, you know, in there, through there, out there, down. It's not actually how electricity works, but for all intents and purposes. They are designed to destroy themselves at 80 kiloamps, but the actual fuse inside will break at 315 amps. So like the overall braking capacity is it can withstand 80 kiloamps before it'll literally blow to pieces. Rushing to try and get this done. I'm hoping that the tails are going to turn up today, because E.ON have told me they're going to come and fit the meter tomorrow. Ollie's mounting the JIT distribution board down the bottom there.
What are you up to in this corner then, my old mate?
I'm an electrician today.
Oh, nice.
So as with all this project, I don't know if we've mentioned, but Evan is a qualified electrician. So for a lot of the project, he's been outside of his comfort zone, and I've been firmly in mine, with diggers and a such like.
Bit of role reversal, is it, today?
But it's a little bit of role reversal today, so well, it's very much so. Evan is all over it, which is always all over it anyway with his fun spongeness, but yeah. So we're doing some, I shouldn't do my voice really, should I?
No, you can do containment in that voice.
Doing some containment. Where's my level gone? I've left my level.
Stood on it. Can't even see it. Where is it?
Pop over there. It's on the top of that containment.
Oh, yeah.
Hasn't done the job, I think.
You do that a lot, don't you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
What are we in here then? What are the wheels today? The old Toucan.
We are in a Toucan, yeah. Toucan's a manufacture. It's rated for 250 kilos, and us together will be about 200, and then a few bits of tools and equipment. We've had it a while actually. I bought it second hand. We use it inside the normal warehouse. That part, that is like a forklift essentially. It's exactly the same setup as a forklift.
Oh, right.
And it's got this little jib on the end for getting to. It goes to 10 metres.
Gosh, I'm holding on now.
Are you
Is it getting a bit wobbly?
No, it's all right. It's fine. There we go. Don't leave your
Is that
level.
Gary,
here.
is it?
Gary level, yeah.
Right. So you got your up. Oh, and this, just give us a bit on the old containment then. So you've done some of this, haven't you, this week?
We've done some of this.
We've done some of this. I dropped the camera for a power drill. Power drill? Yeah.
So this is our containment, wonderfully level and flat all the way down the length of the building. Now, the idea with this is that all the cables will sit in it. So in the event of a fire, they won't droop.
No.
And you don't have to make such a good job of tying them. They would still have to be mechanically fixed,
Yeah.
but they can just sit in it. Basically, you have to segregate things. So you have like this is going to have it's like a competition to make the most noise. Mr. Ryan Kemp's down there letting us go.
He's back. Ryan's back. The man himself, Ryan Kemp, back in the house.
While it's quiet for a second, then. You have to segregate your power. You have to segregate everything if you can. So there will be a tray for power. There will be tray for fire alarm and everything, and there'll be tray for data.
Data as well, because of electromagnetic interference.
Exactly, yeah. You don't need me anymore.
You say it much more charismatically than I do.
Electromagnetic interference. No, electromagnetic interference is a real thing. Yeah, you get eddy currents that go around it and can actually transfer voltage between cables. Just be careful if you put it on the internet about it, because there's whole conspiracies about your body not liking.
Oh God, that's when you get in tinfoil hats territory, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you can very easily drop into tinfoil hat territory. Yeah, so I'm leveling that up to make sure that that's absolutely cock-a-hoo, because we like to make sure everything's right. And then we've covered this with the roofing, but this is a Tex screw.
Yeah.
It actually has a cutting end on the end, like a drill bit, and it self-cuts and threads all at the same time.
Cool.
So it cuts down lots of labour, and you just push hard. And then we have mechanically fixed our containment to the wall.
Nice.
So yeah, there you go. Don't need to level beyond.
How are you holding up anyway with the deadline and everything? Are you well?
Oh yeah, wonderful. 6-day weeks and 12 or 13-hour days is catching up on me a bit, I think.
Yeah, you've got a nice big holiday booked on the back of it.
You know I haven't. But yeah, that's the subboard. So basically this is the JIT subboard down here, so we'll wire the forklift chargers into here and all sorts of other stuff.
Cool.
Basically, it's to reduce the amount of cable runs you'd have to take over there. So you take one big cable here and then all the little ones can come to this point.
Isn't it? Ryan's here, everybody!
Hello again, back.
We've missed you.
Oh, thanks, missed you, sir.
What have you been on with this week then? So you're on day 4 since you've been?
Well, Wednesday, day 3. Back,
day 3,
back for a couple of weeks.
Wicked.
They've asked us to come back to do some of the hard landscaping on the outside. Yeah. So we've been putting this header course of block pavers down, because there's going to be a block paver path just to allow access around the building.
Nice.
So we've set that in concrete, and then the internal we're going to stone up, and then obviously sand, compact, lay blocks inside that. And we've been really clever. We've set it up so there shouldn't be any cuts as well. Nice. So that should make it easier. But obviously the weather's stopped play today because it's very wet. So we're inside doing bits and bobs in there instead.
Wicked. Nice. Well, it looks so smart, mate.
It looks a lot better with all the access lids all to height and stuff as well.
Yes, that's nice.
So we've just got the drains, the downright, where the downrights are going to go. We've got some modifications to do there to allow the downright to fit into it.
Yeah.
And then, block pave it.
Nice. And do you want to just show me what you're doing inside today? Is it little odd jobs?
It's little odd jobs inside today.
Yeah.
Just little tidying up bits.
Oh, yeah. Was it you with the saw that's been really noisy?
Yes, that was me. So what we've been doing in here, we've been cutting off all the excess DPM, and at each door there was a brick that was laid part way through. So these bricks in every door came to about here. So we've been breaking them off so that we can insulate up here.
Oh, nice.
So it stops all the draft.
Wicked.
And then just a bit of general tidy up inside, staying away from the rain.
Yeah.
I'll do anything to stay out of the rain today.
Finally have a roof.
Yeah.
Well, I won't hold you up then, Ryan. Thanks
all
for
right.
the update. Good to see you.
Good to see you again. I'll give you this back
for another
week, episode.
I'm
back in.
Yeah, back in.
And now for something completely different.
So we're back at it, and we're back out the other side. You may have seen in our episode Pipe Inspectors that we found a pipe down there that we were going to reuse. And there was loads of comments of people saying, oh, there's nothing wrong with that, you could just line it or whatever. And to be fair, you could use it and you could line it. Sorry, I'm walking a bit quick for you.
Yeah, you are a bit.
I'm on a mission. But that would mean a change of discharge, and I've had to pay 15 grand to the local drainage board to be able to discharge our water into their watercourse, because you can't just blow water anywhere. And they've said if I change it, then I'll have to do a new application and pay the fee again. So unfortunately, that means we're going to have to stick to the original plan and put some pipes down there. Now I've got AD Widdowson, Ben Widdowson and Sons, with us to use his trencher to dig it through, which is the easiest, quickest way of doing it. Except he's hit another planet-sized rock, like I hit with the stone barrier, which you'll have seen in a previous episode, not linking them all together. So I've just got to make some spaces for him a bit quick so we can carry on. It's a change spacer, basically.
Improvised solution.
Yeah. There's the clygester, there's the floaty tank that's not floating. And these pipes here are actually going to go down to the culvert right down the bottom here. So we are on with it. They found it.
Yeah.
Whee! They're a bit rough, but they'll do the trick, not they?
Oh, they'll do the trick, yeah. Might just get me going.
Does it roll? Is it neutral? Does it roll round, or
No, it don't roll round.
you have to flick it, do you?
I'll have to give it a flick.
Go on in again. Let's have a new bolt. Swap you. Yeah. Stand up. So here we are, stood at the corner of the culvert, at the corner of our, outside of our site by Langar Mac. Over here is where we put the entrance in, the new entrance in for them when we bought the land, so that they could come over this way rather than coming over what is now our land. You can see the runway there.
Yeah.
And actually you can see how there's a curve, can't you, as it drops away.
Yeah,
It must be a funny thing to have took off from.
Yeah.
And now we're making beautiful progress. With the trencher. Is it another big rock? We can see it, AD. There's another rock, but it's flicked it out. It'll come out. We'll lift it out. We get a shovel. No, got it. Funny, isn't it? Because it's absolutely fine, and then there's a big rock in it. Yeah. It's making a lovely job, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Until you get a big rock.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it, that something like that can stop it?
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because there's just no way around that, is
No.
there? And could you pecker it first, or?
No, not really. There's no.
Not through the mud.
And you might not hit another stone now.
Yeah, yeah.
You got no way of knowing. And it's quite scary, isn't it? Because it's instant limb loss if you got stuck in that.
Hold on.
It's a big.
You see the whole ground moving, couldn't you?
Watch your head when you get up, Paul.
Yeah, I got that thing over my head, haven't I?
Yeah.
Look at that route. Reckon, Jack, bloody hell.
Look at me, just like patrolling around the site. Well, I've got everyone's grafting away in there.
That's great. It's a good look.
Yeah, this is the bit where I should be really.
The gaffer.
Yeah, the big gaff, the big cheese. Look. Speaking of big cheeses,
Oh,
here's the other one. Here's the biggest of the cheeses.
biggest.
Look what we got down here. Look.
I see this. Yeah, Ryan gave me an update. Looks tidy, doesn't
Looks
it?
smart, doesn't it?
Love what he's done around the manhole.
Love what you've done with the place. And this is me lightning engineer, man.
Oh yeah.
This is Mason,
Excellent.
and he is driving these rods into the ground. He's got a generator, and he's got a big whacker thing,
Yeah.
bit like a breaker, but just with a. It's got a socket on the end, and you put a little nut on the top of that thread, and then it knocks the rods down. And then I was just going to say, when you rather than knocking the rods down from the top, you see they've got the threads on.
Yeah.
If you knock the top of those, it'll mushroom out and it'll split the thread, so you can't put anything else on. So if you want to extend these rods, you put like a connector piece in between, and you can screw them down on top of each other. So he puts like a little flat bit on top, and then it knocks it down and keeps the thread intact. So, but you have to get a certain reading below 100 ohms of resistance to earth. So he's just trying to make sure he can get enough rod down in the ground in these pits that you'll have seen us set. And we had the chap come before who put the tapes on to the steel. Mason's going to connect onto those tapes onto these rods that he's putting in, and that'll mean that if and when lightning hits the building, it'll have a nice low resistance path to earth, and we, in theory, would be a really high resistance path to earth in comparison to that. So the electricity would go down the rod instead of down us, which is what you want, because electricity always takes the least path of resistance to earth. So that's why you introduce this really easy path for it to go down. So it chooses that instead of people. We set them into these boxes here, look, and put the tapes inside those boxes. And if I lift this off, I got you. This is one he's done. Look,
Right. That was there before. From
so
the
the
last
tape
guy.
the tape was there, and
put
Mason
that.
has driven this rod down,
Got you.
and he strips a bit of insulation back off this plastic that's on the tape,
Yeah.
and he bolts it onto there, onto the rod, which forms a connection against the rod. So that is one. The steel is now connected to earth via this rod sort of thing. So yeah, very smart.
And why do you need a Jenny?
He needs a generator for his tool that he's got. his whacker tool to drive those rods down into the ground. Back in my day, I used to do a lot of work around in like rural areas, and if I was doing a consumer unit change or a fuse board change, and we'd have to upgrade the earthing system out in the sticks, rather than having an earth supplied by like National Grid coming from the transformer, you would have a local earth setup, and you'd have to drive these earth rods into the ground at the house sort of thing. So it'd just be live and neutral coming to the house, probably off a pole or something, and then you'd have to supply the earth to the house, and you would do that by driving a rod in the ground, connecting onto it with a little earth clamp, and then running your cable out to your consumer unit, and then the house is earthed. So exactly the same principle, except not for lightning protection sort of thing. Except when I used to do it, I used to just have a lump hammer and a rod like that, and I'd just go like that and bang it in the ground for ages, not even considering about any services underground or anything like that, because I was young and stupid. As opposed to now, when I'm a bit older and stupid. He's just doing testing now. Good readings? Bad readings?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
No? What?
Get a bit lower.
What is it? What do you get to?
The minute it's 70 something.
70?
Yeah.
So you got to get below 100, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I presume you test it at like each rod basically, don't you? Yeah. So you'll whack a rod in the ground, test it, and then the reading that he takes, you want to get that below 100 ohms. And in order to get the reading lower, you just put more copper in the ground. So you connect the rods on top of each other. And is this the second rod you've put on, is it?
No, I'm going for the first one again.
Oh, the first one again?
Yeah.
Got you. Cool.
Because obviously where the concrete is and stuff, it's just getting stuck. So.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Oh yeah, he's got to get through some concrete and that. Yeah, but you can tag a load of rods on. So that's what we're doing there. And then we've got some lovely block paving going on here, look. Is it nice to be laying?
Yes. On my knees where I belong, look.
Yeah, they look great. Yeah, you've set again, I'm learning loads about the actual intricacies of all this sort of thing. I've been around loads of this before, but actually seeing it happen is quite cool. Done all the edging first, all the concrete edging, and then because they've got a nice hard finish over there, they can lay the blocks up to that. And you've done it so that you don't need to do any cuts on that side, haven't you?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like a mixed pack. They've got like 3 different sizes of blocks.
Colour.
Beautiful plumage. Yeah. Ben Cora. That is a Cobra special, that is. He said, oh yeah, we want this pack. Silver Haze, I believe it's called.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Sounds like.
Brings out the blue in your eyes, right? I'm in the building.
I can stand on it, can't I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Morris dance on that if you want, mate.
Oh, I might do, yeah. Oh, how cool is this? This is like a first proper surface finish.
I feel really excited about seeing this.
That's really nice.
It's like such a finished thing, isn't it? That we've not had, well, since the cell paving.
Yeah, nothing gets finished. It's nice to have something finished, yeah.
Only my dinner.
Ryan's dinner gets finished. It's inhaled. Some landscape in here.
Oh, rewilding at its best.
Check that out.
They're ticking all the boxes there.
We planted that last year. It's nice to see it blooming. This is the sort of post-apocalyptic area of the site. Looks a bit like an outcut from Fallout or something.
You're on fine form today, Mr. Lark, if I may say so.
I'm up and down.
Up and down.
The highs are high and the lows are not worth talking about, really. Welcome to the Thunderdome. We're back again. Round 2, baby. So, I think I've put like 1 bit of trail. I've barely done anything. The boys have done it all. So I've just told them how to do it, what to do, and they just cracked on. So, yeah, it's looking great. Got that main runner containment in down the middle. We've also put some tray down here and a bit of uni-strut up, because that's going to pick up the brake glasses. There's going to be emergency brake glass for the fire alarm, and there's going to be some access control stuff as well. And then we've put all these lights up above the doors, which will have emergency exit things on them. We've got a little test button underneath, and we've finished them nice and flush with the edge of the steel.
So for now, you just leave your cables there.
Yeah,
They tested so far? Do you test them before?
No, you do that
Right.
at the end. Yeah, so we'll pull all the cabling into where it needs to go.
Yeah.
We've got this for the roller shutter doors. We're just messing around with setting this up,
nice.
but that's basically going to go in there like that.
Yeah.
And then the cable that feeds it is going to come down here and terminate into there. And then this cable that comes from above, we're going to put in a bit of conduit, a bit of tube. That's going to drop down there like that, come down, poke out the bottom, and into there.
Have you had source and install this stuff then? Because I know you had a contractor for the actual.
Yeah,
shutter
so
doors.
we've supplied these. They
Yeah.
supply the control unit.
Okay,
Yeah, so
got
we
you.
supply the isolators.
Yeah.
And they supply all their control stuff.
Yeah.
Ollie's putting these lights up that we fabricated the brackets for.
Lovely.
See those? So
Are they emergency lights?
they're emergency light
Right.
fittings, yeah. So under fault conditions,
Yeah.
power goes off, emergency light floods the place, and then we can see what we're doing without any power. So they're battery backup basically. And we've pre-wired the flexes on them, or the cables.
Yeah.
So there's different types of cable, and that cable in particular is called flex, just because it's flexible. And we've pre-wired them so that we don't have to do as much work high level,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about something we've not mentioned before, actually, and it's this brown staining in the floor that you can see, these brown swirls, and it's actually proven to be quite a big problem for us. A bit sad, really. We had such a wonderful time with the Right Mix lads come and do it, and then the next day we sort of noticed this contamination in it, and we've talked about it, and they've been fantastic in supporting us with it all, and we've actually had the aggregate supplier out as well. So this brown staining is something called lignite, which essentially is coal, basically, or organic material. And I can flick a bit out, actually, you can see it here. I don't know if I can, a bit there, that's a bit there, look. I'd never heard of it before. It's not something I'd ever heard of. And that noise in the background, by the way, is our lightning engineer driving in copper stakes into the ground.
Best job title ever.
Definitely. There's a big bit there, look. And there it is, that is a piece of lignite. Like I say, it's like coal, look.
And did I hear you say? Oh yeah, wow. Did I hear you say that it wasn't present at the time,
Well-
because it's rose to the top as it during the curing? Is
Well,
that
I
right?
know it floats.
It
So it will
floats.
have been there, we just never noticed it, and then as it's dried, it's stained, and you can see it a bit more. So I didn't cry. I don't know what it is with this. It's just like,
Yeah.
I think it's partly because we're trying so hard to do it right.
Yeah.
Like under normal circumstances, it wouldn't really matter, would it? Like, oh, it's only a warehouse floor. Someone said to me, it's only a shed floor. I was like, only a shed floor? I've poured my heart and soul into this. I'm not having it with a floor. I'm not having it with a bad floor anyway.
Yeah.
So, but all I can say is I'm glad I'd subbed it out and we'd not done it ourselves, because it would be even more heartbreaking.
Wow, there is that. There is that.
But like I say, they've been wonderful, and I'm really thankful to Lee and Phil at Right Mix for their support with it.
And is there anything for other people who are going to lay it? There's no way to avoid this, right? Other than discuss it with your supplier, their processes and that.
Yeah, and some ex say that this meets the British standard for the amount of contamination in the sand, because they take samples. They take samples of the production, you know, like they have to, like quality control. But it's because this system has so much water in it that it floats. It's almost
Because
like
it was
wet.
self-compacting.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's annoying.
I don't want just a shed floor.
I think.
I want to.
Well, it's the fact you've insulated it and everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A lot's gone into the floor, hasn't it? And it's like, you might as well. You want to be happy when you look at it.
So lignite is generally in sand and gravels. Sand comes with gravel. Generally, it all comes at the same time, if that makes sense. When they mine it, when they dig it out of the ground, and they have apparently they've just spent 10 million quid, Cemex, on a new wash plant and segregation system where this has come from Swinderby. And basically what happens is they float. They put all the sand, wash the sand, and the lignite's supposed to float out the top. And because of the way the system works, it's very, very, very susceptible to lignite contamination. So the solution is to actually grind the top surface of it. So we've got a team coming next week to diamond grind the top of it, take a few mil off the top, hopefully get the majority of the lignite out, refine the finish, and then we're going to seal it. We were going to epoxy coat it, but there is a chance that if we coat it and seal it in, that as this organic material, which it is, continues to break down when it's sealed in, it could gas off and crack the finish. So we've gone with a breathable material, a breathable coating that should hopefully let it through. But as with all things in construction, sometimes nothing, it doesn't always go straight forward. And it's sometimes about your recovery from that rather than the actual avoidance of that. And Right Mix and Cemex really have been wonderful. They came straight away when we realised what it was and what the problems we were facing are, and they've been really supportive. So it's a positive spin to come out of it, really, from pulling our hair out, going, oh gosh, we can't coat it, then actually I think we're going to end up with an even better finish, because this is going to become an exposed aggregate floor, like a polished floor, which is something we weren't going to have before, and hopefully we are now.
As the floor is ground down, not a metaphor for how I feel. As the floor is ground down inside the building, we use our time efficiently to do some more concreting outside. Next time on Blake Builds.
What have you been up to, me old Seri?
Putting the canopy on.
We're about to do some fusion welding.
I've put another hat on today, so today I'm a window fitter. And we're fitting our high level window. This is no ordinary building site. This is BIR.